welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris, I'm your coach and sports therapist, and welcome to another brand new video. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, become a part of the channel. I'd love to have you here. It's absolutely amazing. In the last 28 days, we've had 44 new people. So thank you for subscribing, thank you for joining my journey and being part of the community. If I can help you with any parts of your training, please drop me a message, even in the comment section on any of the videos that you watch, or use the community tab, or find me on Instagram via the link in my YouTube channel. Now, this video is going to be all about my next upcoming challenge. For those who haven't followed me this year, I have been doing a number of different races, the most races I've ever done in a year. And I was lucky enough to complete all of the Ironman UK and Ireland races all in one season, becoming the first person to do so, getting a cool plaque. If you haven't seen the video, I've got it literally over in the corner by there. It's going to go up on that wall in my gym. And I recently had all the medals kind of put into a cool frame as well, which is also going to go up in the corner over there. Now, side note, my next race, as some of you know or may not know, every year for as long as I can remember, since I started my kind of athletic journey or self-development journey, as I like to call it, I set myself a challenge to kind of put me out of my comfort zone, and I pick a charity to help, because the way I see it is, as I'm doing something that potentially challenges myself and kind of allows me to practice what I preach and walk the walk. So then that way I can develop my skills as a coach, develop my skills as a person, grow a little bit more, and kind of challenge myself a little bit more. And for me, it's all about living, you know. It also allows me to try and put a little bit of good out there into the world and inspire you guys, hopefully, you know. So this year, having done all the Ironman, originally what I wanted to do was the triple brutal this year. However, this opportunity came around, so I kind of grabbed it with both hands and kind of did that. Now, the triple brutal, for those who don't know, is a triple Ironman distance race, and it's done every 2 years. So it's done this year, and it will be done in 2025, which I plan on doing as well. It's basically a race by Brutal Events up in Snowdonia. It's, as you can tell by the name, brutal, and it's kind of literally doing the distance of 3 Ironman around Snowdonia. Now, every other couple of years as well, they do a Deca, same company. Now, a Deca, for those who don't know, is 10 Ironman, either one a day for 10 days, or the continuous, which is a little harder, where you do all the swim distance in one, transition, all the bike distance in one, transition, and all the run distance in one within a set amount of cut-off times. And your sleep is limited to a safe amount. I think it's 4 hours per day, and you try and do it as fast as you can. Now, that for me is one of my ultimate goals, and in the next 5 years, 5-6 years, I plan on doing that. However, I'm going to be using all of these races and these events, and year by year trying to build up both my mental fortitude and my physical conditioning in order to achieve such a goal. Now, this coming year, I plan on doing the continuous triple, which is a continuous triple Ironman, and similar to the triple brutal, it's going to be all of the swim, so 7.2 miles, or if you're a meters type of person, it's just under 12,000 meters for the swim. The bike is 336 miles even, consisting of 540.74 kilometers. Now, the way the course is set up, I'll show you a little map in a second just by here. It's unlike the Brutal, right? So the Brutal has a set course, and I think it's about a 90k course per loop and so on. So it's pretty decent, you know, or it might be even slightly less than that. But it's a pretty decent loop. Now, although it's continuous and you have to do the same loop, this event is part of the Deca 24 series. It's an ultra endurance triathlon series where over those 10 days you have the Deca, you have the Quinn, which is 5, you have the triple, all continuous events. Then you have the kind of 1x10, 1x5, 1x3. You have the double. Then you have the single, which is just the Ironman distance. Then you have a 70.3 distance. You have the 5x70.3, 10x70.3, and then you also have single day events. So a continuous swim, or the swim for X amount of days, the bike for X amount of days, or the run for X amount of days. And you also have, I think it's like a 100-miler ultramarathon as well. Now, this is set up in a very different way in regards to any other event that I've done, and it's set up on a private school by the looks of it, and over in Millfield, and it's the swim is in a 50-meter tank for the continuous athletes by the looks of it, and the other athletes are going to be doing it in a 25-meter tank, so I believe. The bike section, they have a single route, which is 7.5 miles or 12k. It has an elevation of 438 feet and a gradient on the hill of 5.9%. Now, this equates to the bike being, like I said, 336 miles or 540.74 kilometers, and equates to literally just under 45 loops on the bike of this set course. Now, by the looks of it, you're literally going up and going down, turning around, going up and going down for pretty much 45 loops. Now, that for me is naturally gonna, or for anyone, gonna present the mental challenges, developing that toughness, developing that resilience. Naturally, for some, it's going to be boring, and for me, it's picking a race like this. It's unlike Ironman, which is exciting and kind of generally bigger loops and so on. Naturally, you have more to see, more to stimulate you. There's a bigger crowd. These events are very small in comparison. At the moment, there's only 25 people entered the whole event. There's only 2 people entered in the distance that I'm going to be doing, myself and someone else. Now, this presents a very different challenge and a very different perspective on racing. And for me, the reason why I do these races and do my journey, if you will, is because I want to challenge myself mentally as well as physically. You know, I like the challenge and keeping fit and so on and so forth. But for me, I really want to grow as a person, and I really want to challenge myself mentally as a person, you know, so I can then in turn inspire others through my actions and also learn a little bit more about myself along the way. Now, over the distance of these 45 loops, you're going to be covering an elevation of 19,622.4 feet or 5,980.9 meters, which is pretty hefty. It'll be the most that I've ever done in a race, and the most I've ever done so far on any bike ride that I've ever done. The biggest distance I've ever cycled so far was 2 years ago when I did the joggle, helping a charity called Elam Missions cycle from John O'Groats to Land's End in 8 days. If you want to see the videos on those, by all means, check out, they're on the channel. But it's going to present an interesting course for sure. Now the run is very similar. It's on a 1.1 mile loop or a 1.7 kilometer loop, and it is 78.6 miles, or for those using kilometers, it is 126.49 kilometers, which is a hell of a lot. Naturally, this is going to be the biggest challenge I've ever undertaken, and looking into the training methods and the modalities and so on, it's going to present its challenges because naturally I am a father of three. My partner is a midwife. I run my business Recovery Lab. So juggling all of those things is going to present its own challenges, and it's those challenges and my entire training that I wish to share on this channel. So if you want to be involved in that, if you want to learn a little bit more, by all means, please subscribe, and I will do my very best to teach you and show you. My aim with this channel is full transparency and showing you the ins and outs and the ups and downs of racing and going along this journey to my ultimate goal, distance wise, is to do that continuous Deca. Now, this year, the charity that I would love to help is the RNLI, the lifeguard charity here in UK, and they're a charity well known for keeping us safe on the coast. I was a pool lifeguard here in Britain. For those further afield, we have to have lifeguards in our pools, and on certain beaches around the coast around Britain, we have lifeguards there as well, keeping us safe. Now, I have in the past trained people who want to become boat crew members, so the ones who go out into sea, similar to the Coast Guard, those who help save people and make a difference in the kind of coastal community. I've helped them train for it physically, get themselves ready for it, and then alongside the RNLI trainers, they've gone on and passed and become boat crew members, lifeguards, whether that's beach or pool. I've helped certain individuals do that. Now, also, I used to be a pool lifeguard myself, and so I've done all the training and so on and so forth, but I also am a waterman myself. So I surf, I love the sea, I swim in the sea year round. I swim in pretty much weekly, and sometimes throughout the summer, or certain times depending on my clients and so on, I'll be in there every other day. And I have done this for maybe 7-8 years, maybe longer. So for me, helping the lifeguards out is a massive opportunity. It's something that I want to do, and it's something that I believe that you take triathletes, for example. Every race that I do, Ironman wise, we have the RNLI there as the water safety team. So we wouldn't be able to race without them. So I feel that it's really important to say thank you and to keep that going within the triathlon community, so we have safer swims. Now, I also want to do a number of projects and a number of films and videos, if you will, on water safety that I'll be showcasing throughout the year. Hopefully teaming up with the RNLI and the local RNLI around by me in Penarth and Barry, to try and create videos and content that are going to help give you advice about open water swimming, because as a lot of you know, there's been some tragic events this year in regards to people sadly passing away in our community and in our races, one of which that I was in Ironman Cork. 2 people sadly passed away, and for me as a coach, I feel like that it's incredibly important that I do my bit to help you guys better prepare for these events. Now that's not to say that any one of these people that tragically passed away wasn't prepared, but it's simply saying that as a coach, I feel like more can be done in regards to a lot of swimmers. Now, I'm hoping to do my very best. So if there's anything that you have that you're fearful of in regards to sea swimming, by all means, please let me know in the comment section, and I will do a video for every little subject in regards to open water swimming to better help and better prepare you for your race, whether it's in a lake, in a sea, in a pool, whatever you need. I'll certainly do my very best to make a video for you, okay? But yeah, this is going to be my next project. It's on the 21st of July in 2024. I'll be putting the link in the bio, so if you want to check it out, and maybe if you want to enter, by all means let me know. If you want to follow me on Strava, by all means do so. You'll see all my training going up on there. If you want to follow me on Instagram as well, by all means head over to my Instagram page, and links in the follow me in the description below, but it's also I am Chris_Hill for those who just want to type it in. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just a little update to keep you guys in the loop and to help kind of inspire you guys. Let me know what you guys are planning on doing next year. If you're like me, you're already itching and planning away and trying to kind of get that date and those that race calendar set ready for 2024. If you're doing any kind of winter training, any winter races, I know a lot of people, myself included, do some ultra marathons in the winter months. By all means let me know which races you're doing and if you need any help with those and so on. I've got a pair of brand new Vivo Biomes, which are the 3D printed shoes from Vivo Barefoot. I'm fortunate enough to be a Vivo Barefoot pioneer, so I'm going to be test driving those shoes. They're being delivered this week, hopefully. So I'll be releasing some videos on that. So if you're interested in barefoot running or the barefoot lifestyle, by all means, look out for those videos, because I'm going to be putting those trainers through the paces, if you will. I'm really testing them to see if they're any good. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, by all means, check me a message in the comment section. But otherwise, have an amazing day, and I shall see you soon. Take care.